handiwork?
Touring the riot scene, gravely assessing the devastation. Upstanding mayor stuff.
You're not the mayor.
Things change.
What do you want?
Ah, the direct approach. I admire that in a man with a mask. You don't really think you'll win, do you?
Things change.
What's going on, everybody? I just want to take this time and say thank you for subscribing, checking out the channel, all that good stuff. So let's get into this. So it's a 50-50 what's been going on lately in my channel, and that's a good thing. You know why? Because I like mixed reactions, all right? I'm not here to cause no drama or anything, but I'm going to say how it is, and some of you are going to agree and some of you are going to disagree, and you're entitled to your opinion. That's cool, all right? So some people are telling me, hey, we should not boycott WB and we should support James Gunn, but I'm still a Snyder fan. And then you have the ones that are like, no, don't support it, and like, let's just stick to the Snyder cut, to the Snyderverse and everything. All right, this is where I stand. All right, this is just me speaking, but trying to like break it down a bit real quick. All right, we need to send a big message. All right, if you want something to change and you want a company to change, who's the one they're gonna listen and look at? The paying consumer. If you, the one that's listening, are giving money to a company, right, for whatever it is, something you eat, something you enjoy, somewhere you go, whatever it is, right? Now we're focusing on the movie. We've been given years Warner Brothers movies, and they've been giving us what we don't want until we got the Snyderverse, which was introduced with Man of Steel. We got Batman versus Superman, Wonder Woman, and Justice League. So when we got that vision, Zack Snyder was giving us something way ahead of us that we weren't ready. So a lot of people are like, well, you guys should have supported it from the beginning and blah. We were there. But like everything, you have to give it time, like a baby starts crawling and eventually starts running and it takes off. And that's where we're at right now. We're at that stage. So when somebody says, hey, don't boycott it, I'm saying, yes, boycott it. You know why? Because this is where it comes into play. James Gunn is going to need money to fund his 10-year reboot plan. How do you stop that from happening? You have to do and take action now. If you go out and support Shazam 2, Aquaman 2, The Flash, and Blue Beetle, you're part of the problem. You know why? Because you're giving them money now, and you're tucking your head between your ass, and you're just like, hey, go ahead, give me what you want. I'm still gonna pay it because I don't care, but I want you to do this. No, you don't do that. You're just shaming yourself. You hold on to your money, you do not give them money, and you do not support. So they do not fund with our money, especially if they call us the minority. So if we're the minority, you need our money, right? So what does that tell me? That you're a hypocrite, because you're saying that we're the minority, but when it comes to financial status and when it comes to the financial side, we're the majority, right? Because now you want to capitalize on everything that the Snyderverse was supporting and we were giving you money for. But what did they do? They invested in shitty projects like Birds of Prey and the Suicide Squad and the Batman, movies that we do not want. They're just sidetracking and going off course. We see you clearly, and we do not appreciate that, because us, the paying consumers, we want a Ben Affleck solo movie. Did they give it to us? No. Have they given it to us? No. What about Man of Steel 2? No. Man of Steel 3? No. Wonder Woman 3? No. We got 1 and 2. We're going to Aquaman 2. Now is when we're getting the Flash after all these years, but it's not even gonna take part from what Zack Snyder's vision was. No, I don't want nothing to do with that. And let's not even get started on Cyborg. Have WB even apologize to him? All he wants is an apology. But no, they refuse. Why? Because they're stubborn. They're hard-headed. So the same way they want to play, we're going to play. But this time, you, the paying consumer, the one that's listening, you have to stop supporting their projects, all right? Like I said, in every war, there's going to be casualties. And the casualties here Symbolically, I'm speaking, not literal. So just in case you don't misinterpret that. All right. The war we're fighting is WB versus us, the fans. And us, the fans, are the majority, which, if you consider yourself part of the Snyderverse, then that's you. If it's not you, step aside. This is not for you. Okay? Now, they're at it with us, and us united, we got the Snyder Cut. After 5 years fighting it, everybody was doubting us, talking down on us, doubting, saying everything negative that they could. They even started labeling us as bots. Look at how that shows you that we're onto something. So our movement, when it comes to restore the Snyderverse and release the air cut, they fear it because they know it's gonna come forth and it's gonna happen the same way that we got the Snyder cut. Everybody, even in the media, were against us. But then the movie came out in 2021, and then boom, everybody shut up. That's exactly what we're doing again. All right. And there's big money in the Snyderverse. A lot of y'all are saying, no, there's no money in this. Yes, there is. These IPs are huge. And you think Netflix can't afford it? Of course they can. They put content constantly, milk it, and remake their money. So to them, it ain't nothing. You get what I'm saying? Now, this is where we need to stick together. When it comes to funding or supporting anything that James Gunn is attached to, and right now what's still the Hamadaverse, because what we got in this movie, all these movies in 2023, this is still part of the Hamadaverse that's a dragon. So if we support these movies now, then that's gonna help fund the next shitty movies that we do not want with James Gunn. So we need to take action now. Speak with your wallets. Do not support it. We've been talking so long with our wallets, and WB knows it. You know why? They canceled the Superman Man of Steel 2. Oh, but then after they cancel it, a few days later, they want to promote and tell us to buy Black Adam with the Man of Steel combo set. Come on, man. Now you want to milk us? Now you need us? Oh, we're the majority now, right? So it's convenient for you. It doesn't work like that. Either you give us the Snyderverse, or we boycott and we don't give you any money and let all your films go down and flop, so you can see that we are not the minority. We're the majority when it comes to this fandom, especially inside DC/WB. All right? That's what we need to do. Just boycott WB. Do not support none of these movies that are coming out. And I'm telling you, when they see that it's gonna start going down, they're gonna be like, "Hey, look, we took a wrong step. We need to restore the Snyderverse. That's where our money's at." Now, here's another fun fact, real quick. If Netflix does acquire the Snyderverse and it does move forward, this is a fun thing too. It's gonna interfere with everything James Gunn is doing, because we need Aquaman. We also need Wonder Woman, and we're also gonna need the Flash. So what's gonna happen? James Gunn isn't gonna be able to use those characters, because if the Snyderverse gets restored, those characters are from the Snyderverse. See what I'm saying? So let's keep fighting for it. Restore the Snyderverse, release the air cut. Do not give up. Vote for everyone. Faith and hope is something that nobody can take from you. Do not let nobody come and crush that for you, because nobody can do that. Make sure to hit the subscribe, drop a comment, all that good stuff, and until next time.